Right now, YouTube is the biggest opportunity available on the internet for getting the word out about your life's purpose. Whether you're building up clients for coaching services or for consulting services that you're to offer, whether you're putting out a book or a course to help people solve the issues that you've solved in the past, or even if you're looking to build a professional or altruistic movement of people around the world, the authenticity that YouTube videos can create, that sense of one-on-one connection between you and the thousands of people out there watching YouTube every second, it's just, there's so much room here for growth that I thought I would share with you today the process of making a new YouTube account. Today I was actually going through and creating a new account for myself, and I thought that it would be interesting for people to see the process from start to end of what it takes to get started. So whether you've never used YouTube at all, you don't have any kind of an account, whether you have an account but you're looking to create a channel, or if you're not even sure what the difference is, and even if you have a channel but you're not sure if you've set all the settings correctly to get the most out of it, that's why I'm going to walk you through right now. So first of all, let's go to youtube.com. So you can do that just by typing youtube.com at the bar top, and when you get to the right page, it should look like something like this. So first of all, look at the top right and see if you're logged in. So right now I'm logged in, and you can see my picture here. You may just have a letter. You'll see I'm logged in under that email and name. If you're at that point, you can click and see what your accounts look like. So how YouTube works is you have a Google account. A Google account is like just a single login. And you can have multiple Google accounts if you want. Like this one, I have actually 2 Google accounts linked in already. And then under each account, you can actually have multiple channels. So there's no reason to have more than one account if you don't want one. But you do want separate channels for every different type of thing that you do. So if you have different businesses on different topics, like why I'm creating a new channel is I have my off-grid permaculture channel going, and then I'm starting a new channel for overcoming toxic people. So you can see all those here and switch. Now, what you'll see if you don't have a login already, or if you haven't signed in, is something like this, where it's sign in. So if you know you have a Google account, click there, sign in, type in the email or phone, and then type in the password, and you'll be logged in, and it'll look like the first thing I showed you. Now, let's say you don't have a Google account, or for some reason you decide you want a separate Google account for this. Maybe you want a professional account and a personal one. That's totally fine. What you would do is go to create account here. And you can choose for myself or to manage my business. It doesn't really matter which one you want to do. It's just however you want to set it up. So I'm going to walk us through setting up a Google account. If you already have a Google account, you can skip ahead and go to creating a channel or to configuring the channel a little later on in this video. So for this, I'm going to make a trial account, or just an example for you guys, for a professional one. So it's going to ask me for a name and an email address. So here you can use an email address you already have. And this email address isn't really used for anything except for logging in. But if you did want an email address just for this business, say a new Gmail account, you can click here where it says create a new Gmail address instead. Then you get to choose it. So let's say I'm going to do overcoming toxic people, because that'll be this account. Now I can get that. Next, it's going to ask you to create a new password. So I'll just choose whatever password I want. Hit next. So it may ask you to save. I'm not going to save this just because I don't plan on continuing to use this. So the next step is nowadays they want you to have a cell phone or general phone number that they can use to verify that you're really a person. So I'll use my business phone number here. And you can give them another email address if you want. I'm not going to do that. Next, ask for a birthday. So you have to give them this. It doesn't have to be real. You don't want it to be. So I'll make up a thing. Definitely want the year to be old enough so that you're over 18 as far as they're concerned. Being under 18 really limits your account. So something in the 90s, well, year if you want, doesn't matter. Gender, per, and hit next. So now they're going to send you a verification to your phone. Send. Phone over here popped up with notification, and that should just be a 6-digit number. So I'll copy paste. Got the old number. Bam. So now it's going to ask you, do you want to do more with this number? I don't care about that right now, so I'll hit skip. It's going to say, do you agree to this? And you have to if you want to use YouTube, so we agree. There we go. So now I have a new Google account. And by default, it created a new YouTube account as well with the same name as whatever you put in there. Now, we don't want to use this account to post our videos for our business stuff. We want to make a new branded account or new branded channel just for that. So this is where you would jump in if you've already had a Google account, but you're making a new channel. So to make a new channel, you click on this and you go to Manage Google Account. It's a little confusing the first time that you do this. Right thing. Interesting. This seems different than the last time I used it. Well, luckily, there's actually a create channel option down here. So we can just use that. And then it's going to give you this. So you hit get started. And then which one do you want to use? Do you want to use your name? Nope. You want to use a custom channel name. Select that. And you get to choose whatever channel name you want. This should probably be the same as your business name or your website name. I'll call it Overcoming Toxic People. And then you click this, create. Great, so now we're gonna start configuring the new account. So the first thing it asks you for is a profile picture. So this is what actually goes next to you every time that you upload a video. So for instance here, this person, that's their profile picture, the person, that's theirs. So they end up showing up pretty small most of the time. The best things to use for this are a headshot of you if you have a professional headshot, or a logo for your business that's designed to be small. You see a lot of, like this one, it's so small that you can't really determine what it is. Or like this one's too dim, so that's not great. This is a decent logo. This headshot is just fine. So if you don't have a headshot on hand, what you could do is just go find a picture of a person on a free site like Unsplash. You can search through their pictures and find somebody that somehow represents your business. So I've already went and found some photos to use for this. So let me pull those up. So I just downloaded this, and I'll hit upload picture. And now it's going to let me look for that. So I'm going to go to downloads, scroll through here to find the person. So this one has my profile picture. Now it's good to use as high quality of a photo as you can. And it looks like it framed it pretty well in there. So we'll just hit replace. Sorry, not replace. Scroll down, channel description. So channel description is not viewed that much by people, but it's good to tell Google a little bit about what you're about. So I actually have a little bit of a description on my website. I'll just go grab that, but you can write something brand new if you don't have anything written. So here's a little bit about me. And now one thing that's good to do is try to get as many keywords as you can in here that are related to your topic. So it helps Google kind of know what the topic of the channel is about even before you've uploaded video. So let's see, I'm going to change the channel. So I wrote this, or I created this channel. How to deal with with difficult people. So that would be a keyword type thing for my site, which includes narcissists, psychopaths, and on and on. So I would just fill that out with as much keyword stuff, trying to write it like an actual, like a paragraph you would write like on the back of a book cover or something, but just incorporate the keywords as it is, as it seems natural. So I'm not going to go through all that. This doesn't need to be super long, but as long as you can make it while it's still. Next, it asks for a website. So if you have a website already, might as well throw that in here. That's perfect. I'm going to actually just call it a and then you can throw in your social media if you want. Matter, save and continue. All right, so now we have a channel. You could start uploading at this point if you wanted to, but there's a few changes that you're going to want to make to really get started with the channel and make it work as best as it possibly can from the beginning. So these are things you only have to do once, and they're good to go after this. So the first thing we're going to do is go up to Customize Channel. If you notice on the homepage, actually, let's go back for a second. It doesn't really show you. So this is your channel page, and if somebody clicks on your channel name, they'll see this. So not a ton of people are going to see this, but it's good to have something here. And by default, it doesn't really show you much. It shows you a line of the most recently uploaded ones if you had videos that were uploaded. But let's fill it out a little bit more. So go back to Customize Channel. So we can do this by hitting Add Section. And you can pretty much put what you want, but the ones I recommend are popular uploads. And then I like to make that a vertical list so it takes up even more of the content. Done. And I also like to add the section rated playlist. I'll leave that as horizontal. Then put popular up here. That way, when you get videos that are really good and people really like them, and somebody goes to your channel, they're more likely to see those, which makes it more likely that they're going to continue watching your videos. Now up here, it's just kind of a blank space that you can use to put another picture, and just having something there makes the channel look a little more complete and not like a brand new channel. So I'm going to click here, go to channel art, upload something. Some people like to use logos here, larger logos with text, and that works just fine. But you need to be careful about how the text is laid out on the image, because the image is cropped in different ways depending on if people are looking at it through a normal desktop computer, a tablet, or a phone. And so there's very specific requirements about how big the text is in the size of the image. For that reason, unless you know exactly what you're doing and you have something custom made as a YouTube banner top, usually I find it more convenient just to choose an image, something nice looking that kind of represents your content that you can put there. So I went to Unsplash again, found another image, which I'll just drag and drop on this. Of course, all this stuff can be changed at any time in the future. If you don't have the perfect thing right now, don't spend too much time on it. Just go find something that'll work and put it there. So here it's been uploaded. You can see what it looks like on the different types of services. And if you want, you could go to Adjust Crop, and it lets you choose to place a little more. So maybe I want a little more of this person's head in this. So I'll go back to Devices Preview and see it move down a little bit, and that nicer. So we'll go with this, hit Select. Good. So now our channel presentation looks pretty nice, and it looks like we know what we're doing. So now we need to make a few changes to our settings to make sure that our videos are getting to as many people as possible. So to do that, you go up here, go to this little gear icon. Actually, all this stuff looks good, so we'll just leave that. Instead, we'll go up to our channel logo here. Click on that, go to those, I believe. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of stuff that you can set here. So in the future, if you go to advanced settings, one really important thing to do is set your custom URL. Fortunately, you have to have a certain amount of subscribers before you're able to. I don't remember, it's 500 or 1,000, something. I think it's 500 right now. So that's something to keep in mind for later. So that actually, right now, is everything you need in this area. So now let's go again to a third settings area. We'll go to YouTube Studio. So YouTube Studio is a place where you can manage all your videos, get information about how well certain videos are doing. Let's watch that right now. Here, there's another settings area. On. Yeah, so upload defaults is a good place to go. Advanced settings. If you upload a lot of stuff in a similar, call it a category, then it's nice to just set it here so you don't have to set it per video. So this I'm going to be a lot of education stuff. You know, in a lot of cases for the kind of channels that we're doing, education is a good place to go. May end up being in science and technology depending on what you're doing, but education is a pretty good spot for most of them. Now, if your video is going to be in English, you can set that. I imagine it would be English. Caption certification. This content is never aired on television in the US. Good to set. That should be good for that. So this one is super important. Recently, there's been a lot more legislation about trying to, I don't know if it's about it, but the aim is to protect children on, which resulted in YouTube really restricting the kind of videos that children can see, and also very much restricting channels that have children in them. So what you want to do here is set it to no, this channel is not made for kids. I never upload content that's made for, even if it's something that a kid may or may not want to watch. Your channel isn't only a children's channel. You want to click no here. Otherwise, you could be significantly limited. You don't click no, YouTube will try to determine it, and they may or may not be correct. If you want to turn off your subscriber count, you can do that here, that people can't see how many subscribers that you have. Let's see, what else do we want? Let's save here. There's one more area that I want to find. Yeah, so this area, so channel, feature eligibility, and then status and feature. I believe this is what I want. Yes, okay. So one of the things you may want to enable is monetization. It means that you can set ads up on your videos. And even if you're not looking to make money from the ads, you will make money if YouTube shows ads to people, you get a percentage of it. But there's a thought right now that YouTube is more likely to show videos that have ads enabled because they make more money. So you won't be able to do that right now, but this is the place where you would do it once you have enough activity. So you need something like 1,000 subscribers and 400 hours watched, I think, something like that. Another thing you want to enable while you're here is live streaming. If you ever want to live stream on an account, it takes 24 hours or sometimes a little more to enable it. So if you do that now, it'll just be ready to go if you ever need it in the future. So you click that, opens up a new link, choose your country, it had United States selected already, and it wants to do another text. So I'm going to choose text. You can also have it call you if you don't have a phone that does text, but I'll put in my business account here again. Helps if I type it correctly. All right, and then I've got another text on my phone. Paste that in. There we go. So now we can close this tab and we're back here. Another thing you want to enable is videos longer than 15 minutes. Now, a lot of times we shoot for around 10-minute videos, but in certain niches, it's good to have videos that can be up to an hour or 45-minute long. Or if you end up doing a talk somewhere, you want to upload the whole talk to YouTube channel, because why not? You need to have this enabled in order to do it. So it would verify your account again the same way if you did this first, but we already did that. So we'll hit continue. Good to go. So now that's enabled. There you go. Custom thumbnails. If that wasn't enabled, you would want to try to enable that for your videos as well. but that's already on for us. Custom URL, we do want that in the future. So that is pretty much all you need to do to get started. At this point, you're free to just start uploading videos. And I did make a video about how to upload videos before, so you can go and check that out on this channel past if you want help on that. But essentially, you would just create a video, upload videos, and then go through the process of the whole upload. So that's it. Now you have a YouTube channel and you're ready to go creating, this abundance that you're looking for in your life. And, hopefully that's why you're here working with us. So I appreciate you watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Happy to answer. This has been Daniel with St. Paul's Free University.